Duplicity 12 unedited. Elisa was talking on the phone and didn't notice that Owen was standing behind her. "I don't want to marry him," she said quietly, her tears running down her cheeks. "But he paid part of your bride price and traditionally you guys are as good as married," her mother responded on the other end of the phone. "Give him back his money so that I can be set free. Owen has done a lot for this family, don't you think you are being ungrateful?" "But Ma, this is your life now, deal with it." "I didn't want this kind of life, I didn't want to get married to Owen, you chose him for me," she sobbed. "He is a good man. Owen is not who you think he is, he just pretends to be good in front of you. Behind closed doors he is abusive and manipulative. I can't do this. I will talk to him." "Please do." "Okay, I will." Owen cleared her throat. Startled, Elisa spun around and looked up at him. He gave her a stony stare. She shivered and stared at the phone in her hands. "So you don't want to get married to me again?" he asks. Elisa didn't respond. She simply kept quiet. "You don't want to get married to me?" he asked again. His calmness scared her to the core. Owen gritted his teeth. "I want to hear you say it. Say that you don't want to marry me." More silence. "Say it," he growled. "I am sorry," she responded between sobs. "You are the most ungrateful woman on the face of this earth. After everything I have done for you and your family, this is how you want to repay me?" "I am sorry," was all she could say. "You are sorry," he spat. She started to say something but closed her mouth. What could she possibly say? "If you don't want to marry me, then don't. I don't even give a shit about you. You can go to hell for all I care, but you will not leave this house with my child." Elisa looked up at him. "You will have to wait until my child is born before you break off the engagement." With that, he marched off upstairs to his room. Elisa breathed a sigh of relief when he left. For a moment there she thought he would hit her. When Owen and Elisa met a year ago, Elisa's life was crumbling right before her eyes. Her mother had just lost her job and she was critically ill. She had an abdominal mass that needed surgery, but they couldn't afford the fees the hospital was demanding for. And aside from that, Elisa had been kicked out of school for failing to pay her tuition and exam fees. Owen came into their lives and helped them with her mother's medical bills and Elisa's fees. When Elisa's mother got better, she gave her daughter up to Owen in marriage. The families met and talked. Owen paid half of the bride price. They planned to get married after the birth of the child. Elisa wasn't even in love with Owen, she was only with him because of what he had done for her and her mother. Elisa had an amazing night with Panjani. He had set up a picnic behind his backyard right under the moonlight. After dinner they danced under the stars and talked about the good old days. And when Panjani kissed her, her heart skipped a beat. She felt like a teenager in love. She actually didn't want the night to end because it was magical to her. At 21, he walked her to her car. "Thank you for tonight." "You are welcome, I enjoyed spending time with you." "Same here, it felt like the good olds." "I know, right, we should do this again." "Yeah, and next time it's gonna be my treat." "Whatever you say." "Sure." They were quiet for a moment before Panjani said, "I managed to find Salma and I will be going to see her tomorrow." "Oh," Elisa disappointedly responded. "I just want to see how she is doing." "I see. It's been a lot of years. I just feel like I should get to see her so that we can talk." "All right. This won't change anything. I know. I will keep you updated." "Sure. Have a great night." He kissed her lightly. "Take good care of yourself." "You too." She got into her car and drove home. When she got home, she walked into the house and Jada was waiting up for her. "Hey baby." "Mummy. How are you?" "I am great, how was your night?" "Amazing," she smiled. "I see Daddy makes you happy." Your lover boy." "Child please," she laughed as she kicked off her shoes. "I am glad to see you this happy." "Thank you. How did you spend your night?" "I was just watching movies and eating crisps. I thought you would be spending the evening at Jaden's house." I didn't have the energy to drive over there. I see. Do you have a minute to spare? Yeah, TSUP. I need your advice on something. Shoot. What do you think of Owen? I don't know, I hardly know him. What was your first impression of him? He is quite handsome and sexy, she laughed. Oh, mummy, she rolled her eyes. But I am being honest. He seems to be a gentleman. I watched you guys through the window and I noticed how he opened the door for you. Oh. I think he is a nice guy, though you need to take time and get to know him. Looks can be deceiving, you know. Zara told me to be careful about Owen. Why? I thought she was excited about you going out with him. We had a chat when you left and she liked the idea of you going on a date with Owen. Yeah, she was excited. I just wonder why she is suddenly tripping. Have you asked her why she is suddenly cautioning you to be alert? No, I haven't. I got angry and told her she was jealous of me. Babes. I was irritated. Zarice is your friend and she loves you. I don't think she is jealous of you, she is just looking out for you. Jada frowned. Listen to what your friend is saying and be extra careful. Okay. They spent the next few minutes talking before Paulisa finally called it a night. She went to bed with a smile on her face.